So this weekend is no, I need to look there, don't I? So this weekend is the Ludlow Food Festival, and I am cooking the Slow Food Feast, which is one of the highlights of my year. I get to combine the amazing slow food produce along with surplus food, and it's such an important message to send out. So I want to take you on a little journey as I go around Shropshire today, picking up some of the amazing produce we need, visiting some of those amazing farms, and talking to you about what we're going to be putting on the menu. Then hopefully I can show some of it tomorrow. Oh, and that is my daughter just banging on the window. But yeah, so we're going to go on a little journey. It is driving all over Shropshire. I'm going to go to some amazing places, meet some amazing people, get some amazing produce, and then we're going to cook it all up, and it's going to be beautiful. Right, let's go. So I've just had to pull over, driving through all of the beautiful Shropshire country. So I'm just going to try and cross road because I just wanted to show you because Shropshire is. Now, what I need to remember in this process of creating YouTube content is to charge my microphone. I didn't realise that it wasn't charged, didn't realise it wasn't working. Anyway, trust the process. The audio does come back in later on and it's wonderful. So I just had to stop on the way to Minsterley to stop and show you the beautiful Shropshire countryside. This is all part of why I love Shropshire. But I jumped back in the car and we ended up getting over to Muckleton Meats, which is where Jan has the most beautiful farm. It's over near Minsterley, and she does pork, bacon, sausages, things like that. She raises the most gorgeous pigs, and she also has a dairy. So she has some Jersey cows, and she makes ice cream, and has the most wonderful, wonderful little dairy farm. She very kindly donated about 8 kilos of pork shoulder, and it was some of the nicest pork shoulder I've cooked in such a long time, and it was so generous of her. Absolutely gutted that the microphone wasn't working because I really wanted you to meet Jan. She told me the most amazing story about how she was there during the birth of this animal. She cared for it through its whole life really, really closely, and then was even there at the end, leading it off into its best possible way to go. She's so attached to her produce. It's absolutely wonderful. She's one of the cheeriest, one of the happiest producers you'll ever meet. Proper slow food person, and just a wonderful story. What an honor to cook pork of this caliber and to show it all off to everyone. She actually came for dinner as well on the first night, so that was a little bit nerve-wracking, knowing that she'd also brought a friend from Canada who was over to come and talk about her pork, and hopefully I showed it off well enough for her. But yeah, wonderful, wonderful woman, brilliant producer. You can find her at all the markets around Shropshire. She's always in the Made in Shropshire ones in Shrewsbury. She's always at all the slow food events. You might see her as Nanny Janny's ice cream, or you might see her as Muckleton Meats, flogging her bacon, pork, and all these kind of bits. Yeah, wonderful woman, brilliant producer, and go and check her out. As you can see, it was a wonderful conversation, full of laughs and smiles, and I would have absolutely loved to have shared it with you. But anyway, that's the two of us. So the next stop after I'd picked up this pork was one of my favourite parts. Oh, the bacon bits, I forgot. That's the other bit of what she supplied for us, with some bacon trim. So all the outside parts of that bacon joint.
Right, so the pork is in the bag.
Proper full flavour, absolutely
and now,
delicious.
So I'm going to go off to
Here I am in the car, probably talking nonsense about
one
where
of my
we're going
favourite
next.
places in Shropshire.
Now
we're down near
to one of my favourite beef farms
and Bishop's
in Shropshire. Great Berwick Organics. A little bit of a drive, the other end of Shropshire, but eventually we got there. To arrive at Great Berwick, they've got the most beautiful driveway that heads down to the farm. Normally, you've got all the cows out, all the longhorn cattle. When the sun's shining, it's just an absolute delight. I think I said something at this point that I need to jump in the car quite quickly because the weather felt like it was about to change and it was about to chuck it down with rain. But it is always so good to be able to see the animals grazing as you head down to the farm. It keeps the closed cycle. There's the farmhouse. And Sam and Claire, who run the farm, are two of the loveliest people you will ever meet. Proper salt of the earth, really care about what they do. Everything's organic, everything is pasture raised, so the cows have the very best life possible, and the beef is just absolutely bonkers.
Talk about the weather changing. The moment I said that.
You see, I knew it, the weather did change. So they've actually got a butchery on site, which is pretty unique because it is an all-female butchery. So they've got 3 female butchers who work there, and the butcher's actually open on site most of the week. So you can pop in and you can see the animals being hung, being aged, and then normally Tia or Sarah's in there kind of chopping them up and getting them ready to sell. Again, another farmer that goes to all the markets. You'll often see them in the square in Shrewsbury selling their beef. Claire is normally the person on the counter, big massive smile, hugely knowledgeable about her cattle, and she absolutely adores the produce. So again, it's all about the love, care, and attention that goes into what they're selling and what they're raising, and you can really taste the difference. So when you go inside the butchery, you've always got this counter of absolute delights to try and choose from. And there is Tia, butchering legend. In fact, what I found out was that Tia is actually also the butcher that butchered the pig for Jan. And this is what I adore about the slow food group and the slow food producers, is they all look after each other. Everyone has a solution to each other's problems, and it's just a wonderful close-knit community of people who are trying to help each other, and everyone doing things the right way. And that is what it's all about. She was actually also going to be at Ludlow Food Festival doing her own thing, because she has a kind of venison and game little pop-up that she does. So she gets some venison, she kind of butchers them up, chops them, sells all the produce. So really, really good butcher. Now, Claire and Sam so very kindly donated 2 whopping great big bits of topside that we can roast for one of the salads on the menu, which is great. And what I also love to highlight in their butchery is all of the offal. They're a proper nose-to-tail place. They absolutely treasure those animals. So freezers are always full of pies and offal and all sorts of bits, and there's always some ox heart lying around and stuff like that. So go and check them out. You can order online, and in fact, they were even highlighted on a Marcus Waring program, I think it was, on BBC Two a while ago. So beef was in the bag, so it's jumped in the car, and now off to the next place, which happened to be the love of my life, the Shrewsbury Food Hub. So this is the magical place where my heart lies. This is the most wonderful food charity in Shrewsbury, who are doing the most wonderful things, saving food, getting it back into the community, feeding people, all of those wonderful, wonderful things. And this is really the highlight of the feast. It's showcasing their work, it's raising money for them, and it's using their wonderful surplus to go up against this fantastic produce that we've been donated. And hopefully we're back with some audio.
So I made it to the Shrewsbury Food Hub at last. So this is where my heart is. This is where the action happens. So these guys are unbelievable. They go and pick up all the surplus food from all sorts of different places. They collect it all up. They store it all in their depot, absolutely packed to the rafters, and then they distribute it into the community. And they give it to people who need it, and community groups and stuff like that. And it's just the most wonderful charity you'll ever see. So I have to get in here now, turn the light on, and dive in and start rummaging around and see what we've got. I need to start. I can't not look. I don't know, why do I want to look there? I need to look there. And start having a look at what we've got, because we need to put this feast together. We need to come up with a plan. We need to come up with a full menu and sort it all out. You know, you've got an endless amount of damsons. One of the most amazing things these guys do is a gleaning project. So they go around Shropshire, picking stuff from trees. I mean, you also get obviously stuff like melons, grapes, peppers, all sorts going on. Loads and loads of bananas constantly. One of the most biggest things you ever handle is bananas, and apples galore at the moment. So the food have been going around picking all the apples off the trees in Shropshire. They handle hundreds and hundreds of kilos, like kind of per week. It's absolutely bonkers. So we're going to have a rummage, going to see what we can find, and then we're going to go and get cracking, because I'm about 4 hours late on starting my prep now, which is wonderful because I've been talking too much. But never mind. Absolute goodies galore. We have got an absolute banger of a menu, and I'm going to get cracking now on trying to sort all this stuff up, as well as that lovely pork, that beautiful beef that we got from Great Berwick and Muckleton Meats. And I'm here with a volunteer, all-round legend. Just been chopping up some bacon trim, haven't you? Lovely stuff. Yeah. Did your hair, did your makeup, ready for the camera? Right, no, seriously though, I have got to get going now. And I was just panicking. Yeah, no, that's great, thanks. Time to tuck into that beautiful pork that Jan kindly donated.
And this is one of the joys of buying such great quality produce. It's an absolute pleasure to use, to prep, to put together, to chop. The texture's amazing. The colour of the meat is absolutely outstanding. And it's also so much easier to prepare because your knife goes through it like butter, yet it still holds firm so well. It's really, really nice. We just chopped this up into kind of rough chunks because this was going into that lovely pork stew on the menu. And I'm absolutely over the moon with the finished product and absolutely delighted that I got to showcase this amazing pork. I mean, you can just see it. You just know it's right. It's absolutely delicious. Outstanding. I would have absolutely loved to have brought you in with more of the prep I was doing, but unfortunately this was very much a head down situation as I was massively behind and time was ticking. Now, I think the rest of this video, the microphones were working and the audio was all good. So I'll let you get on with it.
Okay, so I totally forgot to sign off last night when we finished cooking. I was absolutely exhausted from getting through all the prep, but that's all signed off. We're on the day now, we're on the way to the festival, and I'm now going to stop off and pick up some beautiful veggies from one of the best growers I know. Haven Hills Field and Kitchen, unbelievable. They are out of this world. Like, we're talking about proper beyond organic produce, just the loveliest people, the best produce. They make ready meals on site out of the food that they grow, and then they take their veg boxes, they deliver them only within 5 miles of radius of the farm. So super hyper local. They've stuck to their guns for this, and it is starting to boom, and I am unbelievably proud to have worked for them for a little bit when helping them get it off the ground and stuff. But I have so much respect for the way they work. I have so much respect for their ethos and how they've stuck to it, because so many more people in the area they're in could have gone, we need to go further, we need to start doing this on a wider scale, but they want to keep this hyper-local thing. They've got a dream where every town is kind of supplied by 10 different market gardens. That's where the veg comes from. It's real, it's organic, it's true, no chemicals, just delicious. I'm really excited to see them. I haven't seen them for ages, so we're going to go see what they've got, pick up some more donations for this feast, and then get cracking. Absolutely love it.
Yeah, I suppose so. Courgettes out, yeah.
And then I got powdery mildew on the courgettes. Had to remove twister now. Do you want to?
I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it.
You ready?
Yeah. Straight out of the ground. Unbelievable.
There we go.
Look at that.
Actually, that is absolutely pucker. That's the best fellow you'll get today.
Just today.
One over here. Do you want a pair of them?
Wow, yeah, that would be amazing. That's lovely. Vegetables that smell like vegetables. It's miraculous, isn't it? God.
That will provide all the radish for all
Oh
the
my
kitchen
God.
absolutely need.
That is absolutely bonkers. Just look at this radish. Look at the size of that.
It's a rubbish
I thought
radish.
you were pulling a beetroot out for a minute. I thought, wow.
I know.
You forged some bright pink
Well,
beetroots.
you know, customers won't like a radish.
Look at those squashes.
Yeah, look at them.
Unbelievable.
Growing through them.
Yeah.
Just trying to dry them off it.
You've almost got some yellow marrows.
Yeah.
I just want to introduce you to HB. This is the legend that makes everything happen here, and everything he grows is utterly delicious. Is that fair to say?
That's about right.
Close enough.
They've so kindly given us the most amazing tomatoes. I cannot wait to get into these. I'm not sure how many of these are going to make it on the plate. Some runner beans, those gorgeous fennel we saw up in the field, and these magic courgettes, which I've never actually cooked or eaten around courgette before.
You're going to love them.
So yeah, so's my wife apparently, so we'll see how that's going.
Key to these vegetables is how they smell, and it's never been more true when a vegetable smells of a vegetable how good it is. Best tomatoes. Oh my God, they're so juicy, aren't they?
It is the best.
Best tomatoes I've had by a long shot. Just delicious.
Right, so last stop until we can get to the festival. Ludlow Nut Company, super sustainable nuts, super delicious, just a bit nuts. Right, let's go and see if they're in. The person I know is on holiday, so we're going to go and find out if they know what I'm talking about.
The magic snail, love it. Okay, so walking almonds, smoked almonds, Ludlow Nut Company in the bag. Next stop is the festival, where we've just got the whole rigmarole of unloading and all that nonsense. But let's get going. Hopefully soon I can start cooking. I have made it to Ludlow Food Festival, and it is super exciting. I'm in the slow food area at the moment. This is like my home for the weekend. I utterly adore this. But we've got a few more people that we've got to go and find and get hold of first, because there are a few bits that I still need for the feast tonight. First stop is over here with the best sausage in Shropshire, Shropshire Salumi. He's kindly donated the andouille that we're using tonight. He's currently trying to sell some sausage, so we'll come back to him in a minute. Is it over in the, is there stuff in the fridge, is it?
There's a couple of
Two sausages, yeah, awesome.
If that's not enough.
Great. Well, I'm going to be buying some anyway because it's just delicious. Really good. Yeah, he started making andouille with Shropshire pork, and it's just so yummy. We're going to come and say hello to Mr. T.
Oh, I just sent myself a text message. Hello.
Hello, Mr.
Hi,
T.
mate.
How are you doing? You all right?
All right. You ready?
Yeah, I am, thanks. Yeah. I'm tackling YouTube, you know. This is the new thing. But next up on the legend list, we've got Gareth from Shropshire Distillery, who has kindly donated the gin, which is going into the fermented martini. Fermented cucumber martini tonight, yeah. So we're going
You
to...
see the look on my face, I didn't know we'd donated.
Well, nothing but generosity is there from this guy. Well, I think you have. I've just got your gin in a box over there.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
fine
know.
then. We must
Yeah, there
have.
you go. Emma donated it.
Yeah, the real boss.
So,
Brains of the-
lovely people, terrible products. Right, next legend on my list we've got to catch is Jackie from Umami Chef, Umami Miso. So she is kindly donating some miso for tonight. It's going to go on the cabbage, which is going to go with the Spanish pork. It is completely allergen free. It's made from fava beans. It is utterly delicious. I actually did a pop-up with Jackie not long ago, and we cooked a load of food. And it was just stunning. So big thanks to Umami Chef. There it is. The fava bean miso, absolutely delicious, so good. Next big shout out and bit of produce I've got to pick up are from these legends behind us. Applebee's cheese. They have very kindly donated some of their lovely Cheshire cheese for tonight, which is amazing because how can you have a feast without a cheese board, right? Guys, absolute legends. The cheese is delicious. Their butter is even more insane, and that's something you've got to get hold of.
Very strong.
Excellent.
Paranoid return.
We're probably going to go with very, very strong then at this rate, aren't we? This is Sarah with her very strong cheese.
Very strong cheese. July 24. Steve.
What a
That's
vintage.
Summer. Well, possibly we had a bit more rain. Not
Yeah.
supposed to sunny.
You got to love it when you pick up a big block of cheese that says very strong and last year's date on it. That is going to be delicious. Right, some more cheese heroes. Monkland Cheeses. They really kindly donated some of their little Hereford cheese for the feast tonight. Oh, not you two again. I've just met these two at a gin tasting, and honestly, they almost drank Gareth out of his soul. Unbelievable. Yeah, huge legend from Hereford. Really delicious cheese. And yeah, hopefully it's going to go really nicely with Applebee's very strong that came out of the bottom of a box somewhere cheese. This is going to be one of my favourite cheese boards I think I've ever done. Right, last but not least on my list of legends who I'm coming to see when we put this feast together is Rupert at Bennett and Dunn, rapeseed oil maestro. Now, rapeseed oil and seed oils get a bit of a bad press at the moment, but they're talking about the really industrialised stuff, right? The really heavily processed stuff. Cold pressed, beautiful Shropshire rapeseed oil. Not much more you need in your life. Am I right?
Absolutely correct.
Perfect.
And fresh.
And fresh.
Sure the same,
That's
not
the
the
key,
oil.
you see. Yeah, that's what it's all about. I've been flat out, absolutely no chance of getting any videos of this to carry on with all the goodness. But look at those tomatoes we've got going on, delicious. The pork stew is bubbling away like mad. The oven is currently absolutely chocker with everything going on in there, all the burnt cabbage and things. And we're running out of time. This oven is a nightmare. But the cake is cooked, which is a miracle. And then in a second, yeah, this is the action room, placing up and stuff. The best cocktails are in your head, right? Right. Sorry, Shane, I'm coming.
Have someone going and collecting the ramekins and someone collecting the boards. That might be the safest way to do it.
So word on the street.
So careful of is that they look quite precarious. We don't want to be juggling knives on our toes. We will take them out. They won't be.
Delegation is always the key to success. Just stand back and watch them stress. This is looking incredible, by the way. This was the dish for me.
Is this your dish?
Yeah. So remember, you need to take the cutlery off. Tish, we need some more serving spoons.
So I completely forgot to sign off last night. It went unbelievably well, the feast. I was really, really chuffed. Got home exhausted, just passed out. But we're back at it tonight. Same event, same people. Not same people, same event, same food. 50 people again. We're kicking off in about an hour. All the prep's done. We're just kind of chilling a little bit. But hopefully I'll try and get a little bit more. Ooh.
We are now closed. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Great. Yeah, so we've got another 50 people about to arrive. Everything's prepped. We're just going to get going. But hopefully I'll get a little bit of footage of the room and give you kind of feel for what we're doing. Because last night it was so lovely to have a dining room full of chatter, full of food chat, people meeting each other, just people getting on. It's just exactly what makes me tick. So, see you in a tick.
Yes. Fermented tomato martinis.
Do you want to decide who? Do people want to serve the same people?
Here we go. Are we rolling? Look at that. Who says he can't bake? It's my every chef I've ever worked for, but never mind. There we go. Right.
I think it all look a bit weird when it's left for any length of time.
Oh, that's so good.
Okay, so that's it for That's we'll share our four.
The glistening.
So that is it. 2 amazing nights, 100 guests, 6 courses both nights. Absolutely delicious. I loved that menu. I loved cooking it. I loved feeding these people. The atmosphere in the room was electric. I absolutely loved it. Conversation, people meeting each other, people sharing food. Just magic. So I poured myself a massive Negroni. I'm going to have about 15 minutes to drink this, I think, before I absolutely pass out because I'm so tired. But I want a little celebration because that was an absolute banger slow food feast this year. 3rd one, best one yet. More to come next year, I reckon. So cheers, guys. Thank you very much.